Today's modern running shoe makes it possible for anyone to just throw on a pair, pound the pavement, and call themselves an athlete. But with stats like this, 70% of all Australian runners will be injured in any given 12-month period. I believe that running is more a privilege than a right, and that you should have to earn your runner's license before you start clocking up the Ks. So today, my best tips and tricks to help you avoid becoming another statistic. Heel strike and reach. Now the thing with running beautifully is you don't have to be in a barefoot or a minimalist or a toe shoe to get a beautiful result. Shoes like the Vivo or the Vibrams, they're just tools to allow you to experience the environment and to get a better result. Today, I'll be running in bare feet, but if you're in a Nike, if you're in an Asics or a Brooks, you can still run nicely no matter what the shoe. So the first tip is to learn how to use your Achilles properly as a spring, so bouncing on the ball of your foot. First though, do some slow, deliberate reps and feel how hard your muscles have to work to get that bounce. Then do some light, springy ones and feel the difference. The reason it's so easy for us to bounce quickly as opposed to slowly is that Achilles tendon, it basically works like a rubber band coiling up, absorbing and then giving us back kinetic and elastic energy from the ground. That's why we're so good at running. It's why humans, and that Achilles tendon, it's quite a specific feature in humans. Not many other animals have it. It gives us back that elastic energy, making us effective and efficient running machines. One of the biggest problems with running is people immediately think about being faster. And so what they think, the answer to get faster is to reach their stride longer and cover more distance with less steps. The problem is that leads to a heel strike, meaning you're reaching out in front of the body and it takes away that Achilles spring. So instead of focusing on speed, think about being light and being easy. Using that tendon as a spring, conserving energy, and trying to be effortless and bouncy. Good running should be silent and effortless. Once you've got light and easy mastered and you're feeling bouncy and effortless, the next thing is to focus on your posture and think about being tall and long through your body. Being hunched and bunched up, one, it makes your breathing hard, but second, it also ends up in this shuffly sort of pokey style of running as opposed to being up on your midfoot. So instead, imagine there's a string pulling the top of your head up and out. You also want to have a slight forward lean, kind of like you're falling into each stride. And then the last thing to focus on is increasing your cadence of your legs and increasing your stride frequency. Instead of lengthening out each stride, just try and take more strides to cover more ground. That keeps you on your midfoot and it keeps it bouncy. Somewhere in the 120 to 180 mark, as far as strides per minute, is a pretty good place to live. Running is a pretty complex motor skill and it's pretty easy to stuff up if you do it wrong. But if you focus on these tips, being light and bouncy and effortless on your feet, using your tendons to store and use that kinetic energy, then think about being tall and long instead of being hunched up on your posture, and then focusing on that fast cadence, you won't have to worry about running fast because over time it'll take care of itself. Once you've got that speed down, it's the best feeling in the world. And even if you don't get to the point where you're lightning fast, running this way It's a completely different thing to the old heel strike running that you may or may not be used to. A shout out to Chris McDougall, the author of Born to Run. A lot of the advice and tips I had come directly from that. Really brilliant book if you're interested at all in distance running. Now, with all the Shoes Day videos, a word of warning. Don't jump straight into barefoot running. You want to ease your way in slowly. Watch these videos linked around here to ease your way into your running and into your new program. It's going to be a new stimulus, it's a new footwear, it's going to be working new muscles and new tendons in ways they've never trained before. So you want to ease your way in. If you have any problems, seek professional advice. Don't push through pain or injury, seek some advice, get help, and look after your body.